Hi. Hello, everyone. It is time to move on, to continue Trials and Tribulations. One second. Alright, let's just get this on the road, shall we? The time is 1 a.m. Yes. Oh, this is fun. Detective, we made it. Whew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, it is come to. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scanned him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? This is fun. Gumshoe POV. Whee! Oh, great. Ah! We've been had! Yes. Out front! Guards, turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. I have no clue what voice I want to do for him. For Mask to Mask, I mean. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Okay, Tuxedo Mask. Whee! We shall meet again when the next moon is full. He's so dramatic, I love it. I'm in stitches. October 11, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey Nick, get a load of this! Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later, this is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time! Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me or... Huh, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Yeah! Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Ah, Kitten Village. Isn't that... That's right. It's our hometown. Mine and... Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Kitten exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but... The promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then... I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. You're so real for that. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey! Who are you calling shady? So real. And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Aw, she's very sweet. Kitten Village is the home of the mysterious Kitten channeling technique, and Maya here is the daughter of the Kitten School Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. To Nick! How are you gonna take two gorgeous women like us? Wait. Yes, Mr. Nick! I can't wait any longer! I want to see the exhibit! Looks like you don't have a choice here. Might as well head on out. But I want to see Charlie! Oh well. Lordly Taylor. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty impressed. It is very fancy. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fame Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. What a family heirloom. Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Oh look, it's the curtain from that one case in Justice for All. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Kitten Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Kitten secret writings folding screen. Okay, Naruto. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are! This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasurer's age. No wonder nobody likes museums. I don't like them because they steal things from people who... Now is not the time. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is! Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course! Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. Unless it's the, Ami's urn. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Let's go to the basement warehouse. I wonder who this mysterious, overseer is. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Hey! Look who it is! Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah! Hello! Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? How do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? It's only been a few months. Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if Come on, Maya. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle prose further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. That's a relief. Okay, so what about Lordly Taylor? I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Let me try presenting this. I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. So that's why you arranged this exhibit. I knew that Curian Village assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too. Well, that's not exactly thanking me, per se, is it? Maybe, but who'd want to see an exhibit on the treasure of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. I guess I can't argue with that one. That is so funny. Let's see. Can I... Yes! Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation somewhere before? Because you have, multiple times. This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Hi. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. Paint cans, no? It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the B-U-R? Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger! Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kinda doubt it. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it said spaghetti! Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. That had to have been like a kanji funny. That had to have been like a kanji pun in the original. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Can't examine this door or this door. Ah. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Huh. Ooh. It says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Uh-huh. Can't examine the paint cans. But paint cans. Mystic Maya! Take a look at the next to the door. That's Mystic Nami, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Curian channeling technique, Ami Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Holding the Shishishito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Curian Shishishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. You sure about that? Looks pretty sharp to me. Ah, boy, I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? So sweet. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Of course it would! Nick! This is terrible! What the... You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief Master Mask. What is this, persona? Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Okay, his theme is kind of a bop. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think... Yes! Now get up, Nick! It was stolen! By Master Mask! Our most valuable treasure! The Curane's secret urn was stolen! What? Okay, wait. The sacred urn. You mean the one that Pearls broke last game? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. Must be nice to be a plant, being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey, Nick! No time for daydreaming! That's right, Mr. Nick! No time for daydreaming! Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not gonna be a second apiece. Giant building just outside the window. Gatorwater Hotel. They started building a large theme park. It's gonna be called Gatewaterland. And to think that 2 years ago it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Curane Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Yeah. Inside, the urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ami Fade, the founder of the Curane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well, tee-hee. There's some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Curane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Alright, last year's incident. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Great. 1 year ago, the murder in Curane Village. Oh, hi, Dr. Gray. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Ami on it. Oh, Pearls. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into 100 pieces. Not 1,000,000. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Ami, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Does that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master at the Curane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this! Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But, I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man. There's no winning against Rose's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick! Make a note of it! Mask to Mask! With a little star. Let's see here. It's got the soul of Mystic Ami, so how much do you think you can get for it? What? Sell the sacred urn? You know, I never thought about that. Hey, Curly, make a note of that. Ways to save money, tip 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible, check. Somehow I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. You know, I didn't even know this statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Fate Branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country. Hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it have to be desolate mountains? Because... Avi... Yes. Whenever possible, check. What happens if I present the Magatama? Oh hey, it's my Magatama! So what do you think, Nick? Isn't it neat? It sure is. Being able to peek in people's minds is definitely a nice advantage. What? How do you do that? What do you mean? You gave me this thing. Well, I knew Pearly put some sort of spiritual power into it, but I had no idea that it let you do something as cool as that. Some future leader you are. Next time you use it, let me know, okay? I want to see into people's minds too. Let's go here. Lonely Taylor, main exhibition hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal! Knew it. Wait a minute, that voice! Oh no, not him again! Hi, Gumshoe. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying that again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here anyway? Alright, we got it! Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Wright. Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now it's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. So, what the hell happened here? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. And a girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh. Well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? I wonder why he knows that. Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. Solves one case and thinks he gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Alright, so about this ace detective, who is he? So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? I cannot wait to meet this guy. He's so silly. Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time that Thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. None of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues. Is his name Akechi? I'm kidding. I know nothing about Persona 5. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Let's talk about Master Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Master Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread! Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? He only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning? Of course I did. Guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So, what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature envelope, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. He's got a good graphic designer. Or did he design it himself? They didn't mention that on the newsflash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. To the security of Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most precious work of art on display in your Treasure of Kurain exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Master Mask. The speckled urn, I don't think it's quite that speckled. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up. If you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away. Got me? Yeah, sure. To be honest, pal, something that bugs me. All the other items that were stolen by Master Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Emanon and the Crown of Bongora. The Secret Urn of Kurain is famous too, right, Pearly? Of course! Everyone in Kurain Village knows about it! Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut. He carries a small police badge, pal. Uh-huh, sure. Let's go to the basement warehouse. Ah! A box! No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. Probably because it's air-conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome! To my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Oh, hello there! I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear. Oh, his theme slaps, holy moly. What do you see? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. So you're a time traveler. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. Ace Detective. Oh, Hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Roll credits, everybody. I'm Maya Faye. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Very good title. Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? So, are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. I am Master Mask's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Atme. Sounds like a Sailor Moon plot, or maybe Detective Conan or something. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Mijina, to the crime. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. So about your, rival. Oh, tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please? Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally! Wherever Master Mask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damas out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Yeah. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services about 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damas get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Cornsealed? Pearls, you can't do this to me. Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Let's see what happens if I do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn. Thank you, Detective Atme. I'm counting on you. The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Master Mask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist. Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No thanks. Alright. Let me examine this box. Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Master Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Master Mask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Sorry, Gumshoe, but I gotta do this for dialogue. Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say that exactly. That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover anything of value, then return to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? Alright. Box. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Huh? That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? Female Ace Attorney assistants and their shitty arts and crafts. What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fay Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the shitty box too. Okay, so what's the Shishido doing here? Wow, this is awesome! What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shishido? It's literally 7-branched sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword... Wasn't Mystic Ami holding it last night? Yeah, she was. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Thank you for being the most perceptive of the trio right now, Pearls. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed Master Mask with it. Like this. Ouch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Shishido added to the court record. My hair! You know what? Sure, why not? It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door into the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary... Cute. Alright. First, let's examine this. Look what you did, Nick! You spilled paint over here! I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color like this. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well, then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. I wonder why. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Probably from the box? This statue of Mystigami is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We can put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick? I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystigami... Was this where it was last night? Pearls, you're the best! I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin who does all the work for me. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. I think that's it. Can I examine the lock? Yeah. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Let's go back to the main exhibition hall. This. Yeah, no. I don't know what to do right now. Let me check. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Here we go. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. 3 tech-illiterate people, all in one room. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Says the one who literally lived in a mountain. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Alright, around 1 AM. Makes sense. Alright, let's see. Yeah! Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing! I want to jam to this for a bit though. Hello, Phoenix Wright. Hello, Phoenix Wright here? Ho 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 ho! It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him! I beat Mr. Ace Detective! Let's go! Finally! This underdog's the alpha dog today. That sucker detective's met his match! Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. Gumshoe, I love you. You caught him. Are you saying... You captured Master Mask? Bingo! Well, actually he surrendered, but I still got him! Master Mask surrendered? That's that's great! So when can we come and pick up the secret urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. The detention center, huh?
Yes.
Hey, pal! Welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep.
After all, we got Master Mask.
Right, but, so where's the sacred urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. Guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
This is the first time we haven't, like, defended a murderer. This is the first time it's been not murder. That's very fresh. You know, he's right, Nick.
He is?
It's nice, low stakes. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me?
But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please! Don't just ignore me!
It's time! Hi!
He's so cute! Who are you?
I'm Master Mask? Okay.
Hey, Nick. Doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly?
I'm Rhonda Light, the famous Master Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a paper bag. He's so pathetic, I love him. Okay, so if you're Master Mask, is this your calling card? Oh, that's Master Mask's calling card! Pretty nice looking, huh?
He looks so happy.
I'm not very good at writing, you see, so I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. So, you're Master Mask. So, you're the Master Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean.
What's wrong?
Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Master Mask, it's actually Master Mask.
What's with this guy?
Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well...
I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi?
You mean... So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that!
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout?
Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout?
Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my department, actually. Palazzo Palpe. 3rd floor.
Let's go and have a look, Nick. To Mask's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. What about the sacred urn?
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't make promises I can't keep, or I'll just end up hurting people.
Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part.
Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything.
Mr. Damask? About the urn.
Oh, yes! The urn! Right away! Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already! Just tell it to us straight!
Please! Please don't yell at me! I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it!
What?
You lost it. What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know?
What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train?
Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that?
Sure did.
No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway. I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where! This guy's story is more surreal than a dolly painting. Okay, art kid Phoenix.
Are you sure this creep is really Mask to Mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy.
Let me just present the urn to him real quick to see what he says.
I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble.
If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place.
But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same.
You sure seem sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart?
Anyway, let's go to his hideout. Mask to Mask's hideout. Look at this place.
Wow, check this place out. No doubt about it. This is Mask to Mask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie?
Hi, you.
Huh? Who are you people?
Are you Desi Delight?
That's right. I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Faye, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, haha, you're welcome.
Did she really call me Nicky Boy?
So casual. Let's examine this place first, because...
Is that? It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick! It's a fake beard!
There's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on.
Hey, cut it out!
Now put on the mask.
Aha! It's Phoenix Damask!
Let's borrow it for a while.
No way, I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is.
Balloon! Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know?
Wow, there's no fooling you.
I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick.
That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Rondelight really is Mask to Mask. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Duck and cover! It's a missile! Did you know there's dynamite missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? Is there a letter on here? Aha! Hey Nick, look on top of the chair.
Looks like an envelope. And a letter.
Well, come on, don't just stand there, let's read it.
Maya, you know we shouldn't do that.
What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue.
No way, you can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it.
It's not just because I feel like it really could be important.
If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind.
Let's just talk to Desi.
About your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. He is really cute. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at an law office now.
Remind me not to watch that channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that?
Girl, do you see where you are?
Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity?
Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger, but I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
What other ways? Other ways?
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife.
So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Okay, so what about the night of the crime? Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Oh, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically he's got no alibi. I know it's supposed to be secret, but I'm showing it to everybody anyway. So what do you know about this?
Oh, you can't show her that, Nick! That emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
It's literally on the balloon over there. Oh, oops, sorry about that.
The way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I heard the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Oh. What do I do here? Oh, right, I forgot I could present profiles in this. Hehehe. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it?
Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway?
Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much.
Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word.
Oh, I was supposed to present the other one.
Okay. Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and Master Mask. Master Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Mask. What? What are you talking about? Well, isn't he? So when did Ron first become Master Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around at this room! This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout! No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Master Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I wanted to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Back to the detention center we go! His character theme is so fun. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife. Oh, does he? Thank you! Letter given to Master Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mr. Maya too, Nick. Mr. Nick? Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading! Oh, please. I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Take his case, Avi. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you. Ever. Well, great. We made Pearls cry. Pearly, wait! This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I
I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. I haven't had a chance to...
Smile. You're on candid camera. The camera doesn't seem to have a lot of tape right now. The only thing it's watching now is that guard over there.
Ah! Mr. Nick! Welcome back!
Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see.
I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. This is a long-ass investigation segment. Hey,
Pearls?
It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick! I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. I'll never forgive you. Ever. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Kitten Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but...
But what?
Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea. About you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Kitten Village custom, sort of.
Okay, what about that?
There are hardly any men in Kitten Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family.
Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kitten Village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearls is his father?
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. Oh, that's really sad, actually. That's tragic. Real sad, actually. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because cousin. And, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is...
Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now.
So, you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too.
Maya.
Gone, too. I wonder why they're setting this up now.
So your mother's still missing?
Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the Kitten channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case.
DL6.
But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's a sort of a spirit medium thing.
And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Kitten technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who is a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby. Pearls? I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick.
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'm going out now for a bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power, so I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Let's go! Hey, wait a... she sure runs fast.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
Yeah.
And let's go to the main exhibition hall. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn.
Oh, please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you.
Oh, I love this, right? With the off-center glasses. So cute.
No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me.
So when did you get the calling card from Mask the Mask?
Let's see. Exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seems to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police.
So you hired him for security reasons? For security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches.
So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse.
Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on, to any potential thieves. Interesting.
Well, he sure brought it last night.
Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway.
Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mysticami. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to the detective at me. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Curain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning.
Miss Andrews, I know it's all my fault. But what's done is done, I'll make it up to you. I'm just wasting my time. There's nowhere else to go that we haven't checked out yet.
Ah, self-absorbed. I see. Those plates are pretty cute, though.
Hello?
Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear.
Hello.
Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. Actually, we're kind of...
Shh! Silence!
Precisely as I expected.
What is?
Zari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
So my estimation was correct. Zari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Oh, he does the nice thing that Sherlock does. That's silly. Let's talk. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. The shading on that sprite looks atrocious.
I heard you've been after Mask to Mask since his very first theft?
Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework.
In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hole, the crime scene itself. So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit.
I'm pretty sure you said that Adrian Andrews hired him.
Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lonely Taylor and set the perfect trap.
You must be the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Damask's modus operandi?
Let's talk about the sacred urn first. Mr. Abney, did you know about the sacred urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask.
Sacred urn.
That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time?
I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn.
What about the MO? There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like.
After all, we are but seekers, wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. Great.
What the?
It's a psyche lock.
Psyche lock? Great. Hey, Nick! What is this psyche lock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year?
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized family heirloom, but Hurley was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Curate Channeling School someday!
So how do you do it? How do you break the psyche lock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out!
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient.
Take that!
Boosh! Luckily, we have everything we need to break this lock. Alright, Detective Abney, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime.
Well, no, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true, but I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door.
I'm not sure why, but this Abney guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective Abney, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night.
Take that!
How very interesting that you would present such a thing to me, Luke Atme, ace detective. Oh, right. You need to go home and take a long, cold shower. Guess that's a miss. There we go. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door.
Precisely.
I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night.
Wow. But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be.
Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned.
What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly?
Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason.
Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I got just the piece of evidence that should prove it.
Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time, because you were unconscious.
I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me evidence!
You were clonked on the head with a sword. Detective Adme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. That's the Shishishido. Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Ami Fei. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I wonder what the pun was originally. Oh, thank goodness it heals you after. Let's talk about his MO. I can't deny that there might be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber. What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The comment struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. The arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch. Mr. Atme should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Master Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Haha! This doesn't look staged at all. That's him! Master Mask. Master Mask. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal, Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. Gotcha. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective to ever walk the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Luke Atme. Well, I guess we better go take a look, just in case. Oh yeah, look, there it is. Hey, Nick! Remember what Detective Atme said? Exactly that. Yes, there should be a green envelope somewhere. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KP Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000! 50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Right. Fountain pen, huh? Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. I won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, that's cute. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I make myself at home, pretty lady. She's married. Wait a minute, I know that voice. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guess. Ha! You're... Nick, it's you! And Maya, too! What a fluke! Larry... Larry! Long time no see! This theme is so good. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick! Do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? If you mean what I think, I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this. And married, too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other.
Hey man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client. We got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. In front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna go check on my bike. She's so real for that. Nice girl, that Dizzy. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Why are you here? So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. Bennifer! That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom and my whole life changed. Bennifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually... Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women, they're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Why are you here? So, what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night. Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Alright. Hang on. Let me see that for a minute. I knew it! Duzzy's picture's in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all! No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man! I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform's all about. Wallet. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company's building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Alright. Let me examine this real quick. No? So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Great! Key card records. We haven't seen that before. It leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Oh, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Alright. So, what about this? Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Uh-huh. A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? Whoa, what? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't know that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Man, you scared me. How was that a heart attack, you idiot?
Wait, I'm the idiot?
Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess? Well, if you fly down the road, anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Rondelite was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Wow! And he couldn't have stolen this sacred urn. Hey, Nick! Your phone! Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says sorry when he's excited.
Who doesn't act his age? That's great.
Look at me, Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there, we're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like real cutie. Another one of your, special friends? Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? And also, she's 10? Let me check how old she is. Yeah, she's 9, dude. Okay. Oh, look at that! Ah, Mr. Nick, Maya! Pearly! I never thought I'd see the two of you again! Aw.
So was Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
Yeah, now that you mention it. There's a giant bag here.
This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny daddy. This is an important investigation.
That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth.
Well, hello there. He's here.
What are you doing, sir lawyer?
I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly.
I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it.
Nick, I can't believe you.
A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here?
What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zvare. Shall we say the figurative? Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime. Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. Sir William, huh?
What's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic?
Do you know what your biggest mistake has been so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. And then, Zvare, my testimony will prove to be the undoing to the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Co-conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. Thanks for warning us. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, then I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot.
Godot?
Godot. Who's this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium hasn't heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance simply to meet him. Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace of Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you should call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their lives idly waiting for his appearance. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey! Last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you'll understand this when you are more mature. It looks like we're done investigating for the day. Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin! A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick, but I will be back, do not worry. Zvari. Yo, I am back. I'm just waiting for confirmation about something. Let's see here. I wanted my friend to come voice something for me, but sadly, they are not available. Let's see, though. Let's get back into it, shall we? Okay. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the Master Mask glossy I bought. Ooh, pink shading, let's go. Pink lighting, let's go. You bought this where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Yeah, let's go. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Taylor. I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Dizzy, honey. Bonjour! Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? Tell you that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. Oh, Godot's fucking voice. What am I gonna do? To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Master Mask or not, but there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Let's do this. Oh, hello, Godot! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you this then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? Well, no, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Oh great, it's another one of these. The sexiest theme in the entire game. And he's another Edgeworth. He's the one that Detective Appy's talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What are you talking about? I forgot this was his first ever trial! What did you say? I never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Shut up! Yes, but a mask? In a court of law? Don't you know anything? No matter the man,
We all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. Shut up, Persona protagonist!
This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet! Mr. Phoenix Wright? Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Nick! Is he a friend of yours?
Fun fact, instead of Naruhodo, he says Maruhodo in Japanese. It's very silly. No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? Why does he have his hand out like that, do you think? Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Hi, Gummy. Thank you. My name is... No one has asked you for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. That was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you... He's such an asshole. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than the hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. No, please, proceed. I'm more of a tea guy myself. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with their cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn. Alright, let's do this. Are you sure it's a precious art piece? Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. Okay, so... Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it, and I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Kitten number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Wright.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it was a mouse to mouse that stole the urine, then it must be someone imitating mouse to mouse methods. Fake.
A fake damask? Fake damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Proof that the person who appeared in the movie tale that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Miss Wright, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was, in fact, fake damask.
Take that!
The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Wait, let me see the...
Yeah, where's this brooch?
Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar.
Take that! Where's this brooch?
It's right here, of course.
You mean mashed damask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once. What are you talking about?
A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp, huh? Ah, I see now.
But the mask in the security camera photo,
He has no brooch.
that brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this masked mask is a fake. There we go.
I've been fooled again! Poor Gummy. Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now. You're an all-star. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? That's Mask's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean the Ami Faye statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
I'm sure Maya would agree, you kleptomaniac. This guy is one cool customer. Kind of an asshole.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys.
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints.
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch, but
He was wearing a...
he was wearing gloves, though? Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth that's on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. It's in Houston, not Phoenix.
You mess with Godot. And you get burned.
He's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all. Wait, next one! Ace Detective! Look at me! Hello!
1 second is 1 drip of coffee in the pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes. That's right.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Oh, I'll penetrate it, alright. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Antme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Oh boy, these two make a perfect pair.
They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 detective gumshoes. If detective gumshoe was worth anything, that is. 100 times 0 is still 0. I'm Nuke at me.
Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What did you see? Nuke at me. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. What do you mean a single strike? You tore off his brooch. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. It's good that we're not doing a murder this time. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. You're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. And that is what my instincts and my years of experience tells me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. No blows, huh? Before you could land a single strike, huh?
Mr. Abney, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Abney.
He looks like a rockhopper penguin.
Detective Abney, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime that we never really, prosecute for whatever reason. No, wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor, and I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Terrible way to live. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. Look at me. Agree completely. Alright. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct! It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Alright.
You sure? Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the anatomy of fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this?
What is this at-me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
That's it. That's the at-me fighting style.
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It's very important.
Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out! Now then, witness, go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye.
You sure about that? Because, you told us that it hit you on the back of the head. You dumbass. Detective Abney, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
Now the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Imagine, I must have struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome... whatever. From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I made another mistake.
Detective Abney, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
Objection!
Oh, that's a deep objection. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Okay, they're only human from the Death Note musical. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. Shut up. You're so... This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... Mr. Atme is no ace detective, this Mr. Atme is a fake, or Mr. Atme is Master Mask. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Abney's true identity is actually Master Mask. Yeah. Let's go!
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction.
You're no Sherlock Holmes.
I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a...
Oh, please. The explanation's far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. Ah, you see the little glob of paint over there? He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Damask Sumo is pure genius, and so my Luke Atmey, ace detective! You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance.
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assume the thief's identity... Ow! What the hell, Godot?
Godot Blend 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Wright, if this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had to be better... But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly!
Huh? Oh, yes, of course.
What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick?
Abby looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atmey is in fact Master Mask has yet to be found. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Just what I thought. Man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I gotta stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who? Hi, Desiree. Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight. What are you doing here?
Nicky boy.
The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag.
What's in the bag?
Well,
that's the sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn.
Why was it in Luke Atmey's bag?
Order! 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 You, madam, that urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it.
It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Mugatney.
Oh, Desi, you're the best! Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme?
He's pissed.
Even you are going to have a hard time whistling out of this one.
Pathetic. Mr. Godot? Do you have something you wish to say? Oh, finally they give us as a person.
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Isn't that correct? Is that correct?
Yes! What about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here.
I mean, Phoenix can corroborate. He saw the bag in the office.
So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we've been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Miss Delight.
Please, Nicky boy. You've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency.
Oh, okay. Let's do this. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, huh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Abby must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and there I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on that urn.
Me! I touched it!
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints, anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick! Come on, open it up!
Hey, wait a minute. We can just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of smooth. Kind of hard. And smooth. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just my...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday, at the Acme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot blend number 107, I decided it's a little too bitter after all.
Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Okay, calm down, Chuckle Nuts. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. That was a pretty simple case. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. God damn it, Ron! You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief? The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you! So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please! I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but... Objection! The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge... What are you talking about? I already confessed! I'm the thief, I tell you! Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. Sats will be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that! I won't fail! I swear! He's so pretty. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Yes, sir! Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession. I promise this is the last part of this part. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. We literally have the blackmail letter? And a billion other pieces of evidence proving that you are, in fact, not Master Mask, that you have an alibi. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, that's me! As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken, but this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing. He's so beholden to him, it's ridiculous. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through with this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise, too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Why does he want to be put away so badly? Alright. You have so many alibis, it's almost ridiculous. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
A blackmail?
According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning on the night of the crime, Mr. Rondelite was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security.
1 o'clock in the morning?
Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken.
Look at me smirking.
So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lily Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Mr. Wright, it's true that I received that blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Oh, sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. That was brilliant.
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
Ah, this stupid kid.
How old is he? Now then, let's see your evidence. How old is he? 23. Demonstrate to this court that Mr. Delight actually went to KB Security that night.
I can present just so much evidence here. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence? What's evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security headquarters.
Thank you, Larry. What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No! My perfect non-alibi!
This is indeed sad. Romantists are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband indeed. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night. No! Furiously drinking.
Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who can testify. Not right now, obviously. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. My friend, Larry Butts. Regrettably so.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. but just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Well, as you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. That's a good sprite. That's a good damage sprite. Anyway. Well, Mr. Cadeau, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kate Bullard. I wasn't able to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo.
Huh. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask.
Good job! You did it, Nick!
Yay, we got him off!
That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, yet again, besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty! Woo!
That was a simple trial.
Court is now adjourned. Woo! Okay. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks.
Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself! Ow! She slapped me! Pearly, this woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. Ow! I'll never forgive you!
Ow. A double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on. Give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Damn! Kane Bullard?
Where have I heard that name before?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, Body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th?
You don't mean?
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap learn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
Helped me out? What? Oh, he wanted to be put in jail so that he got off the murder charge. Okay.
On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ronda Light was in the CEO's office, seeing the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, you must have been imbrued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Who uses imbrued?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ronda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He's a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true.
Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Ronda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What?
This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least, let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Well, damn. Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Huh? Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next?
Guess we'll have to wait to find out, because this is where I'm gonna stop.
Because I've been going for 2.5 hours, and I, frankly, am exhausted.
Okay, see you all next time for the second half of the Stolen Turnabout. And thank you all for joining me. I had a ton of